Back to Varsity Life, Frank Carpano now joined by the head coach of the Providence College Friars and a 1988 Central High School graduate, Ed Cooley. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know, first we have to mention that your alma mater won the state basketball tournament, as you did twice during your high school career. I'm sure you want to do a little shout out to your alma mater.
Yeah, really proud of Coach Keefe and his staff, Coach Rose, Coach Connors. Those men did a great job. The 9 seniors that they had, you know, to win a state championship is always really special. So congratulations to not just the student athletes, but the school as a whole.
Now, I mentioned that you won 2 state championships, 2 of the 4 years you were at Central. What did it mean for you back then to win a state championship, and maybe give us a little glimpse into what today's kids are thinking as they hoist that championship trophy?
Well, I remember, you know, the first championship, the day after, you know, how exciting it was to come back to school and, you know, to share that with all of the other students, the administrators, you know, the support staff. The second year, the same thing. Just the jubilation of it. You're kind of feeling great about yourself. But for the seniors, you ask yourself really quick, when's the next championship coming?
That's right. And you know, you went on to play in college and then eventually becoming a coach. I think for a lot of kids, and I don't know when the coaching thing got on your radar, but I think for a lot of kids, they always expect, all right, there's always greater things for me playing basketball. When did you first think that coaching was going to be a part of your future?
Well, you know, I mean, we all have aspirations as young men and women to be pros. And right away when I went to Stonehill College, I wasn't the fastest, nor was I the highest jumper, or I couldn't shoot as well. So right away I said, okay, what do? I wanted to teach, but I always loved coaching. So right away I would see what Coach Pepin would do, and I would see what Coach DeShanis would do. And I said, you know what, one day I want to do that. And as I began to get coaching jobs, I said, wow, maybe I can be a head coach too.
I know that, you know, the kids that are good at basketball in high school, you know, always think that, you know, there are greater things ahead and maybe don't always pay attention to the academics. So maybe just a message from you about how important the academic part of high school is for kids.
Well, please take it from me, because I didn't qualify coming out of Central High School. I had to go to a postgraduate year at New Hampton. So paying attention to detail, not just your senior year, but your freshman, sophomore year, is so important. The NCAA is changing so many different rules. In 2014, 2015, the beginning of that year, instead of being at a 2.0, you know, the rule may change to actually a 2.3 with an elevating scale. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself here with some of our viewers, but it's really important because your core, the 16 core courses you're going to need, rather than being a 2.0, is going to go to a 2.3. So the better you do your freshman, sophomore year, the easier the transition is going to be.
So be good in the classroom, obviously dedicate yourself to your sport, and also to have a dream, because you had a dream when you were in high school, one that you followed that has led you to where you are today.
I remember dreaming after we won our second state championship, or actually it was in 1987, when Providence went to the Final Four, being in the mayor's office with Rick Pitino and his group. I said, wow, I looked at Rick and was so envious of him. I said, one day I want to coach the Friars, and lo and behold, with, you know, God's good wishes and a lot of luck, today I'm that person.
And a lot of hard work as well.
Oh, a ton of hard work. You have to be lucky, but more humble, be in the right place at the right time, learning to be around the right people. You know, there's a lot of things you can follow, but if you follow the right people and have a great work ethic, I think you can overcome a lot of odds and get to where you want to go.
So what is it like now coaching the college basketball team, Providence College, here in your hometown? I mean, you've got lifelong friends and family that are in this hometown. How good is it, and does it provide a lot of distractions for you, or?
Not too many distractions. The toughest day is game day. Everybody wants a ticket. So I want all of our family members to make sure you buy a season ticket. I mean, you know, I mean, every day, you know. So tickets are really hard. But, you know, once the ball goes up, I'm excited to coach the game. And, you know, I don't see any drawbacks. I think it's all a positive from those young men and women who have been in the same shoes, and some of the men and women who aren't in those shoes. Once you're given an opportunity, take advantage of it. Don't take no for an answer. Ask somebody if they told you no why, and get the right answer. You know, I'm a person who loves conflict. With conflict, there's a solution.
Well, this is the area where the foundation for Ed Cooley was laid, and you're back here home now. And is it comforting to be back home and be surrounded by the friends and the family, you know, to have such a, you know, a high profile and high pressure job that you have?
Well, I mean, I don't worry about the pressure. I just look forward to the job. The family and friends make the job that much easier because it's comfort. we all want to be around comfort. We all want to be comfortable. And I like the restaurants. My wife is from here. My children were born here. The hospitals, we know the side streets.
Sure.
If there's traffic on 95 going north or south, you know how to get off the interstate and find your way through. So I think just the familiarity with everything makes Providence College the ideal spot for where we're at right now in our life.
Well, I'm glad you took time to pay a visit with us, because we wanted to get people an idea of who Ed Cooley is, you know, from the high school perspective, because that's what this show is all about. But I'd be remiss not to ask you a question about the Friars for the coming season and your expectations as you bring in your new recruiting class. Well,
you know, as we move forward in year 2, we want to make sure we get better. We want to improve. But we also have to understand we're going to be playing so many young freshmen. We're going to be implementing a totally different defensive system. So I think patience is going to be important as we continue to grow. But I'm expecting big things from this group.
Great. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Ed Cooley from the Providence College Friars and Central High School. And we'll have more Varsity Life coming your way right after this.